Hello, hello, hello. This is just a camera. Happy Halloween and welcome to the stream. I tried to get some Halloween decorations in there for today. How's everybody doing? How's all there doing? We might need to scoot these over here because I'll probably have to adjust the camera. I want you to be able to see them and feel spooky. There you go. Hope they're not too distracting and terrifying. That looks good. That looks good right there. We might be finishing him today. We might be baking him today. Or at least over the weekend. He's almost done. He's almost there. Bump this up a little bit. But today's been good. Feels nice outside. Nice and breezy, nice and cool. And we're finishing our sculpture. What more could you ask for? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're a little early, but that's fine. Hopefully next week we'll be on a more normal schedule. My wrist is feeling better, so I should be back on my normal schedule at least. Daylight savings times got to adjust a little bit with walking the dog. But we should be good to go. Look at us go. I made this many years ago. Made this one. Here, I can pop this off so you can see it better. It's just a little ghost diorama that I made. I think it looks great. Very cute. I love the little leaves on there. Adorable. Adorable. And then this is just, I found this at an antique store, as you can tell. But it is technically a pumpkin salt and pepper shaker, but he is just a decoration in my house. So I grabbed him, and then I grabbed this vase. It has some flowers in it, but you can't really see the flowers. Flowers are more for me, so I can look at something. Spindrift lime. Ice cold, baby. My cooler is ice cold, so she's freezing. She's freezing. Absolutely frigid. A very frigid, refreshing beverage. So we're done sculpting mostly. We got his hat done yesterday. I'm gonna adjust the bend in his hat just a little bit. I do wish there's a better place for you, viewer. Maybe one day I'll figure that out. Today's not that day. We're finishing this. We're sculpting. Let's get into it. Talking's done. Time to focus. I'll talk here and there. I tend to get lost in the process and I forget to talk. So do not be offended. Just doing a little bit of smoothing. Getting some of these fingerprints off and also just kind of doing a little conditioning so that my tool has something to work on. And I'm going to bring up a picture of a panda. Not that. That's my panda. This is a panda. Right. Are you ready? Let's get sculpting, guys. You're just gonna do this for the next hour, probably. My phone has let me know that the moon is rising. So, do with that what you will. We gotta do a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair. I think we do short little strokes just so it doesn't look as long, you know? I learned today the origin of the jack-o'-lantern is it's an Irish origin. That was very interesting. I'm not gonna tell you because I'll butcher it. I can try. But it's about a guy who it sounded like not a great guy. His name was Jack. Wow, shocker. And he somehow trapped the devil twice. And on the second time, he said to the devil, he was like, hey, I'm not gonna let you go. The only way I'll let you go is if you promise that when I die, you won't take my soul. So the devil's like, all right, sounds good, bud. Now let me go. So the devil let him go. And he went about living his life in the way that he was. So it was like an awful life. He was an awful human being. So when he died, homie was at the gates of heaven. Still kind of religious, which is crazy. And they were like, buddy, you're not stepping foot in here. Get on out. So the guy's like, well, that was not gonna take me, but that's where I'm going next. So he went down. That was like, hey, we made a deal. Deal's a deal, bud. See you later, you're trespassing. No loitering. But the devil's like, hey, you're gonna wander Earth for eternity, but I'll give you this little hellfire to light your way as his lantern. And somehow, in Ireland, they carved turnips. I don't remember the full rest of the bit as to why they carved turnips, but they did. A little Halloween trivia for you right there. I thought it was interesting. Take a little sippy. Sorry if you can hear me drinking. I try to be quiet. That was a weird noise. All right. I think that's enough B-roll. That's enough B-roll. Halloween plans? Nothing. I love it. Watch a movie. Eat some food. Don't get any trick-or-treaters here, so more candy for me. We don't buy candy because we know we don't get trick-or-treaters. Last year we bought candy. We bought candy that me and my wife wanted. So that, because we knew we weren't going to get anybody in. So we're like, hey, if we have candy, it might as well be candy we both want. Lo and behold, no twinkle-tweeters. More candy for me and my wife. Pretty good night, if you ask me. I'm streaming a little early because I'm meeting up with a friend for a walk today with our dogs. And we usually meet up but he needs to go early today, so hence the early stream. It worked out because I'm off the gym this week, so hey, perfect timing, bud. If I wasn't off of the gym, I'd have been like, sorry, gotta go do my weightlifting, unfortunately. Consumes my life. Well, an hour and a half of my life. So it's not that much, but it's enough. Because I go right after work. This week, I've just been doing like, bike ride yesterday. Went to the gym on Monday and Tuesday. I did like the Stairmaster. And then some abs. I could work out my legs, but I don't want to have to pick up a bunch of weights. So I was like, I'm just gonna take the time off. Taking the time off. So I did. It was nice. But I am ready to go back next week. My wrist feels a lot better. What I do to my wrist, I have no idea. I'm glad I did the top of his head. Let's do a bit of smoothing. Let's do some smoothing. Yeah, I was trying to find some Halloween music to play, but it doesn't exist. All of it was weird, like circus music. Let's see if we can get I'm gonna bend this a little bit more at it's a little better. It feels like, why would the tip that is the skinniest? What is this music? I am sorry. We're going back to 1-0. All right. That was insane. That feels a little better. Now the thing is, I don't know if I want his. I think I'm not going to show his ears. I think his ears are just going to stay underneath. The hat. I feel like it would look kind of silly with his ears popping out. Because in my original design, I had his ears sticking out, but that was when he just had a regular old hat, not his warlock hat, his witch's hat. There is some spots under here. It's mostly good. There's a couple spots that probably should have smoothed out before putting him on the base. Oh, my tool. I dropped my favorite tool. I'm picking up my tool. Yeah, I showed a picture of this to my friend the other day. And it was kind of like, it was an okay picture. You couldn't really see the flower. And he's like, what is he holding? A dookie? I'm like, what? I thought he was talking about the book. Because I'm not like a huge fan of his fingers. So it looks a little funny. I was like, no, it's a book. He's like, that's a book? I'm like, what hand are you talking about? It's like, this one. I'm like, oh no, it's a flower. Yeah. He's like, okay. So, picture definitely doesn't do justice. Apparently. I'm never showing him any of my pictures again because it was assumed that it's Dookie. I'm just kidding. Gave me a chuckle. Do I want to add texture? Do I want to add texture to the hat? It's a good question. Do we want to add any little details to the hat? Let's do a quick search. Look at some hats. We'll look on Pinterest. I'll look at my phone. Well, they were pretty bland. We could add a buckle to the hat. That could look kind of cool. So much AI generated stuff on Pinterest. We had like a little jewel. That would look kind of cool. Or something dangling off the end. The heck is that? That's crazy. We can just keep it bland. That's a Batman. That is not. That is also so much AI nonsense. Just show me witch's hat. Maybe we'll add a buckle. I like the thought of a buckle. I feel like a moon would be too on the nose. Yeah. Because like stuff like this pops up and it says AI modified. Guys, we can draw. We can learn to draw a witch's hat. Good heavens. So I'm thinking, we'll add a little buckle onto it. Just to give it needs something. Because it looks good, but it could be a little better. You know? This is nice. It needs a little something on there. Just do a little rolling. Let's see if we can't flatten this guy. What is it even? Is it too thin to go through? That could be fun. Make a quick little pasta. Might be too thin. Might be too thin there, Reds. Oh. Ah, she made it. Excellent. This is a very thin piece of clay. I think it would be fun adding a whole bunch of stars on it, but I think that would be too much. Too much going on. How are we gonna do this? I don't know if rolling it out was the best way. I think just keeping it rolled probably would have been better. Let's see here. I need a better lighting. My lighting is whack. I guess my lighting is a little bit too much. Looks pretty good. This is where the focus part comes in. I need Ace of Clay's little tool. I was thinking of adding like a little bauble to the top, but I feel like it would make it look like a sleeping cap. I'd rather not do that. It might be a bit too... Oh my god. I just broke off part of the flower. No. Okay. We can reattach. Emergency surgery is fine. In my big clumsy hands. I could use super glue, but I don't own super glue. If I had like CA glue, that'd be nice. Tweezers. Hopefully she holds. We'll find out. All right, let's be a bit more careful here, Tim. Go breaking things. All right. No. Yeah, clumsy big hand boy. Now some situational awareness. Do a little bit of detailing. I feel like it needs something besides the buckle. What does it need? Maybe it needs some like wrinkles. Going back to pulling up Pinterest again. Would a patch be out of place? thinking wrinkles. Just a couple. Just a couple. That's maybe what it needs. Throw some pasta on it. See what sticks. What a snore. My dog just did a big old snore. Let's smooth it out and see what happens. This is the part where I'm like, I can't touch anything. You know? You feel me? Because his body's not baked. The only thing that's baked is his underbody. So I would like to add some texture onto here, but I think maybe some wrinkles would be enough. I never really did anything for Halloween. I only did like the general, like as a kid trick-or-treating. But after that, I did a couple parties, but nothing crazy. And my neighborhood was bumping when I was a kid. And we had maybe we were next to like a rich neighborhood. They would give out, we found one house one year that gave out full-size candy bars, and we lost our minds. A lot of hobbyers I watch, they say they use CA glue to glue things together. And is that just super glue? Is that like certified adhesive? Ayo! It's all good, Doc. You're here, my man. You haven't missed much. It's been a pretty truth. Don't worry. We've just been futzing about. I've been trying to, there's a lot of just sitting around trying to figure out just some general hat stuff. And then we broke a pedal off, but it's fixed now. That's about it. That's about it. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I had to start a little early because I have to go walking with a friend of mine today. I think that is what it needed. We're adding wrinkles onto the hat. Thank you. I'm really happy with how it's looking. I'm flipping. What is this? Let's see how that works. I think I want to remove. Sorry, I'm adjusting my. What incarnation have I done? Now I have two. That's crazy. Sorry, guys. What have I done? Look at that. Whatever. Hey, work do be like that. You just tell him, hey, my stream is on, I gotta go. Or just be like, hey, work. Everybody pause for a moment. Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I want to have a little something out for Halloween. But you tell your office that, or wherever you work, hey, once you guys get home, or once you log off your computer, or once you park your forklift, once you save that patient's life, whatever you do, you should come check out this stream where this guy sculpts and talks sometimes. And sometimes he gets distracted and doesn't talk for like 3 minutes. And then he apologizes. I think you should do that. I think that's a good idea. Exactly. What is going on, brother? I'm gonna not mess with this anymore. Take one more, no pasta boy, then we'll be good. Then it's smooth out time. That should bring us to where we need to be with our sculpt. Next week, we're starting painting, I think. I think we're at a good spot. So there's so much fussing I can do about this. We get lost in the details here. I think these wrinkles are adding a nice little touch to it. Oh, banged my mic. Sorry, peeps. It's adding like a nice little texture to it too. Just kind of do that throughout the rest of it. Giving it like a leathery kind of texture. Honestly. What's this? Oh. Well, that's interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, we're dealing with that. Some of my chat's getting. Oh, there we go. Ah. I am feeling the heat from the kitchen. My chat, I couldn't read it for a second. I could read like half of it. I was thinking of adding some warmy boys to this part, but I think it's just going to be too invasive if I do that. So I'm thinking getting. Did I put it in here? I did. Just doing this little number. Just adding a bit of detail to the top like that. So I don't want to be too much. And we might go through with my spoon tool. And add some of the same texture. Oh, good heavens. No, I don't know about the, I think we're gonna steer away from the glasses. Just because the glasses really just kind of made him a professor. But now since he's a warlock, I think the hat is enough. I think the glasses might be too much. But I don't know. We can, because I don't also, we can try with glasses and see how it looks. That's good texture right there. So I want a bit of texture. And we do dry brushing. Dry brushing, then it come to life. Let's do a quick try. Let's see what we can do with some glasses. I've adjusted the hat, the top fold a little bit. So I'm really happy with how it came out. The thing with the glasses, I just don't want it to look stupid. Is my thing. That's the wrong way. He has become quite the Halloween mascot. He will be a good Halloween decoration every year. I might try one more because I'm not a fan of that. It looks okay, but could be better. Could be better. First time making glasses. Give me my tweezers. Where are my tweezers at? Let's see. Bro, he might need glasses. That looks pretty freaking sweet. Yeah. Let's see here. If you heard that beeping in the back, no, it was not a smoke alarm. It was a microwave. Just need to be a bit closer. Half bad. Here. Oh, maybe I cut those too short. Maybe we just go magic floating glasses. No idea where that went. Bend it here. I got my thinking cap on. Has the quietness. Oh! Didn't lose them. We're good. Do a little bend. I think they just might not. They might not work. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put you guys on mute for a second. Okay, I'm back. I don't know. Maybe if I do them. Let me see. I feel like how they'd be floating. I think we're gonna. They're too big, maybe. How does this look? I think we're gonna skip on the glasses. Yes, I think we're gonna skip the glasses. Move my trash over. Let's try one more. Try a little bit smaller. The thing is that's just not in the middle where I like it. Then we go there, bend it a little bit. Let's try that. Let's see. We tried, but did we try hard enough? Maybe not. Maybe not. Right. That looks pretty even, Stevens. I feel like maybe at some point I can give him the glasses and make them good. Right now, I just feel like my skill level isn't there. These don't look bad. They look pretty okay. Pretty okay. I'll think on this one. I think we will. But unfortunately, that is our time for today. I'll try the monocle over the weekend. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll bake him and then we can add glasses after we bake him. But I will try the monocle over the weekend. Because I think I think sculpting the monocle might look better. And maybe even the glasses. I think it looks pretty good for now. All right, peeps. If anything, we will be painting on Monday. If we can, let's see, we can trim one of these glasses up real quick. We'll give it a try. Give it the old college try. All right, this is what I have for the monocle. This is what I got from the monocle. I'm glad you caught the stream too. It's not a Tiny Tim stream. Bro, you know, that actually looks pretty sick. Not a Tiny Tim stream without the doctor. We'll try both of them. We'll give them both a try. It looks pretty good. I'm not mad at it. We'll put them to the side. Yes, everybody, have a very safe and a very happy Halloween. Enjoy your spooky time, but hopefully it's not too spooky. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some good food and good sleep. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.